Remember Peju from our last story, who got a job in the home of a middle-aged couple and thought it was the perfect place to hatch her plan? Well, here's the concluding part of her story. The man of the house where I got a job was a full-time pastor, while his wife worked in a large packaging company. So it was the perfect place to hatch my plan. Also, I thought. The wife was a very nice woman. So, although I felt bad, in my opinion, I was not out to take her position in the home. I just wanted her husband to be my steady source of a good life. And he was a man after all. I could get him where I wanted. I resumed work in the mornings around 7 a.m. and I closed at 7 p.m. after the wife returned from work. My job was to keep the house tidy and prepare meals. For me, the setup was perfect and I had enough room during the day to do all I wanted. 3 months into the job, however, the man of the house seemed to take no notice of all I was doing. The clothes with low necklines that I wore, or the way I tried to be overly nice to him when I served his food, it was as though I did not even exist. He thanked me each time and promptly left the house or went to his study. One weekend, about 6 months into my time with them, the wife asked me to accompany her out, and she took me to a shop where she bought me several nice and trendy but decent clothes. In her words, she noticed that most of my clothes were tight and old. She then took me to a nice fast food restaurant and asked me to order whatever I wanted. And then she proceeded to ask me about my background. All she was doing caught me by surprise, and I soon found myself telling her many things about my life, even when I did not plan to. I tried to navigate away from the unsavory details, but her eyes seemed to bore through my soul. Eventually, she told me that she could see a lot of potential in me and that I deserved a better life than trying to seduce married men who would take advantage of me and mess up my life. I was flustered because I would never have believed she knew my game. I tried to argue, but she told me that she could see right through everything I was doing. She then said she was offering me a chance to start over and change my life, and that she would therefore not fire me from my job if I was willing to turn my life around. I felt convicted to the very depth of my soul, and I started to cry. I told her that I did not know any other life or how to start over, and she said she would help me. The first thing was that I needed to move away from where I was staying, so she let me move into the servants' quarters of their house. She then arranged for me to start catering classes when I told her what I wanted to do. She took me under her wing, and I gave my life to Christ and started attending their church. She taught me to pray, taught me the scriptures, and helped me understand several things about life, from finances to marriage to communicating with people. And she did all this while still paying my salary. Within a year, my life had changed, not so much externally, apart from my more decent dressing, but I knew from within that I was a different person. My past life seemed like a distant memory, and I found it hard to relate with Auntie Queen and the crowd from that side. Ultimately, they left me alone. This couple became the parents I never had. I could never have imagined that a woman who knew I came with an agenda to infiltrate her home could show me so much love and help me transform my life. I stayed with them for about 7 years before I got married, and now I have 3 beautiful daughters who I am raising to be strong, chaste, and exemplary women. I could never have imagined myself here. Wasn't that such a beautiful ending? Please share your thoughts about Peju's story in the comments below. There's a link below to join the Valiant Women's Network. It's a vibrant community of women where we share our burdens, get taught, and carry out other exciting activities to help women thrive. Don't forget to like my video, to share it, leave a comment, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. Till I come your way again. Ciao!